Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Gaming with Galadia. Today on the Minecraft Survival Adventure, we're going to be working on our emerald farm. So, to get that started, first, since unfortunately all I really have is wheat to work with, and my guys in there keep picking up all the wheat, I need to make another little wheat farm out here. So, uh, that is going to be a 9 by 9 area again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're going to put a bucket of water in there with a slab on top of it and a torch on top of that just to. I'm not sure if it can freeze or not, but it's not a risk I want to take. So I'm gonna get rid of some of the snow and then get this area cultivated and ready to go. Not sure if I have any wheat seeds. I might have to go gather some more. Yep, looks like I'm out of them. So I'm gonna come back in here and mess around and harvest some wheat. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna pick all you guys' stuff because you'll just replant it. And I don't really care about the wheat right now. What I really want are the seeds. For how bizarre that feels to say. Okay, so that is a wheat field going, and I'm actually going to make a second one beside it. The primary point of these fields are purely just to level up my guys in there. I want them big enough that I can. In the end, I'm going to be trading pumpkins and melons with them. So I want a bunch of farmers for pumpkins and melons. So gonna do a little bit of terraforming and make a second wheat field, because unfortunately that's the only entry crop I've got to trade with them at the moment. So I tried something new in order to get some wood, and I just put a row of dirt up so at 8 high so that hopefully the trees wouldn't grow past a point that I could harvest, but unfortunately that did not work, because as you see, apparently trees can grow through dirt. That seems like a very major bug in the game. Hopefully they fix it at some point in time, but I guess it is what it is, and at least I've got a little bit of a tree farm going on. It looks like if I raise that dirt up one more row, hopefully the trees won't be able to grow through it anymore. So I'm going to give that a shot here in a little bit, but just wanted to share that with everyone. And since I am literally just sitting around and waiting and have nothing to do, I'm gonna make another field. This is so much easier not to do in a snowy area. Getting rid of snow is really kind of painful. It looks like some of my farmers are running out of seeds, or this should be completely planted. So I'm gonna stop stealing seeds from my villagers, I guess, and wait for my wheat to grow. So I'm gonna AFK for a bit and wait for something to come from this. I guess I might as well work on my tree farm while this is going. Okay, so I did a bit of terraforming up here for my future melon farm, which unfortunately at the moment it's not going to be a melon farm, it's going to be a pumpkin farm, but that's really easy to change later on. Since I don't have any melons, this is about the best I got. So what is needed here? Oh, I guess I need to do a little more terraforming or my water's gonna run everywhere. Okay. Now that I got that, I'm gonna come 3 away and dig a spot down. And I'm just gonna dig a trench here to fill with water. So I'm gonna put a bucket there, and I'm gonna put torches by this so that it doesn't freeze. And I'm gonna grab one more bucket of water so that I can make an infinite water source up here. Okay, so I got that bucket, and then skip one and place another bucket, which gives me an infinite water source in the middle, which I can just repeat and keep moving down. But I need to remember to place a torch every now and then so that that does not happen. Let's just plop you down to start out for safety. Okay, so now that I have a solid row of those, I'm gonna put some slabs on top of it just for fun and to make this look a little bit prettier. Oh, I came one too far. I don't want it that close to that field because I want some good area to turn around. So yeah, we're just gonna fill in that one and pretend that never happened. And then I'm gonna take some torches and I'm gonna put them every 5. So. And then I'm gonna pick back up my old torches because those are no longer needed and I really don't want to waste those at this point in time. Wow, I'm having some game lag go on. Not sure what's causing that. I guess we'll figure that out. Okay, so now that you've got that row in, you pretty much need to skip 2 spaces, or no, skip 4 spaces and then repeat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one is going to be another trench. And I'm actually going to extend this a little bit so that my torches go down, so I'm going to bring it down another couple. Okay, and if you ever need while you're doing something like this, you can just dig up a slab and it is still an infinite water source. So very easy to get infinite water if you ever want access to it. Wow, there are some bad guys by me. I must be by that cave I went digging and died in. Oh, I really miss having unbreaking diamond tools. I can't wait to have some. Only probably an episode away from it. Maybe two. But should have unbreaking tools here very shortly. That way I don't have to keep wasting all my iron on shovels and stuff like that. Much rather be using my iron for so many other things. But you gotta do what you gotta do at the beginning. Okay, I'm gonna dig you up to get some more access to my infinite water. And I guess I'm gonna repeat the process the same way I did last time. Let's just plop some torches in here. Hopefully none of this will freeze. And I'm going to torch the top of this so that there is light for the future, and to stop potential freezing. Whether or not that happens, I'm still unsure. But a risk not worth taking. Okay, and when you're making a manual farm like this, you really want to make sure that you have the right number of rows, because if you're starting here and running down, you're gonna go down this way, and then you don't want to end up like down here and be like, oh, well, I'm done harvesting, so I gotta run all the way back. It's much better to harvest on your way back. So always make an even number of rows so that you end on the same side you started on. So I'm going to come down and make another one. So another 5 over 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is going to be another trench. And these rows are going to get extended a lot longer at some point in time, but for the meantime, I don't have a whole lot of pumpkins, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference. I can always extend this later. Okay, so I had done a test with that tree farm thing I was talking about, and it does look like it worked. So my trees should not be able to go higher than the 8 I reach. And I put them every single one this time instead of every other one. I want to see if I can get just a solid row of trees in there. I'm not sure if they grow like that, but never hurts to experiment and find out. As worst case scenario, it's going to work out. Okay, so when planting melons or pumpkins, I gotta till up that row and this row, and then my goal is for the pumpkins to grow nice and simply in the middle. And I unfortunately did one too many, so I'm just gonna fix that. And then repeat for every row you feel like doing. Okay, and let's see. I was able to pick some pumpkins earlier on, and I was able to get 36 seeds from them. So I don't think that's going to last me very long at all. Oh, looks like it almost gets me 2 rows. Okay, and I had said earlier on that I was not sure what I was going to use this bone meal I was making for, but this seems like about the perfect time to do it. I'm going to see if I can speed up these pumpkins. And that's about as much as I can speed them up. And then I still have some glass in here from that I had made previously, so I'm going to grab that just so everyone can see what my end goal here is. So on top of each plant is going to be a piece of glass. This is so that when I'm harvesting, I don't accidentally mess up my land. It also makes the pumpkins fall a little bit more where I want them in the end. So I'm kind of making myself tunnels of pumpkins in the end. So in the end, there'll be glass on both sides, and I can just run down here and harvest all the pumpkins I want. See, that's what I don't want to have happen, so I guess I'm going to need to do something here to make sure they don't grow out that direction. What do I want to do for that? I guess I'll just put some cobblestone down temporarily. You do not want to use wood at the end. Wood is a very, very bad choice because you will just tear through it with an efficiency axe. Because you have to mine melons with an axe. Ideally, you want a silk touch axe, and then you will be mining your melons complete in the end. So for the meantime, I'm just gonna fill this in with cobblestone so that I'll probably replace it with a better type of stone or something a little prettier later on. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but... So this is the general concept of what I'm doing here. Hopefully that makes sense. I just want to be able to run down here with an axe and then run back and harvest as many melons as I physically can. So on that note, I'm going to AFK for a little bit, and I will be back shortly to do some harvesting. Okay, so I was out hunting a while ago. If you didn't notice, I've been eating a bunch of mutton, because apparently all I was able to hunt was sheep. But I did find some fish. And my world feels really, really lonely. And I want a friend. So I'm going to try to find a friend. And see if I can get this little kitty to come to me. Come here, buddy. Will you be my friend? I really want a cat. Will you be my cat? Oh, I got a friend. Oh, hi, little guy. Oh, and you even purr. I don't know what to name him. And I don't have a name tag yet. So anybody watching this who wants to give me any suggestions for my new little friend, feel free to throw it in the comments section. And if anybody actually leaves any comments with what I should name my new little buddy, Uh, Definitely like some community input. So he will be getting a name in a future update, but till then, he's just gonna be my little homie. Okay, so I'm just harvesting up some wheat here, trying to get some wheat and seeds so that I can finish this other crop and go level up some of my farmers, and hopefully I should be able to get some emeralds, because I really could use a good stash of those. And I know this is a really slow going process at this point. It'll start going faster here in probably an episode or two as I get the rest of my farms completed. But till then, slow and steady, it'll get the job done. Okay, so will any of you guys trade for wheat? Ooh, you will trade for wheat. That's good. But only 3 emeralds. I'm gonna have to harvest a lot more wheat. So slowly but surely, this will be done.
Oh, hi. How's it going? Do you want a fish? Here you go. That's for my good little kitty. You need a fish.
Okay, so I'm probably going to skip ahead a bit here, but I'm just going to AFK and play with my farms, and I'm going to go hunt down some more glass so that I can finish that off and start getting more pumpkins growing. So I'll be back in a little bit once I've got that accomplished. So I've been AFK watching some New Girl for quite a while here, and over the time I've been harvesting and trading my wheat. I've also, looks like my pumpkin patch is going pretty good here. So I've got this set up like this so I can just run down it and just collect some pumpkins all nice and easily. Seems to be working out pretty good. I've been trading with my farmer villagers, trying to gather some emeralds so that I'll be able to lock in my enchanters. Everything seems like it's going pretty good. Trading, I've gotten 74 emeralds so far, so I think I'm ready to go and get some mending enchants. And I guess with that, that'll probably wrap up this episode now that I got a good solid source of emeralds going. I hope everyone enjoyed this and found this useful. If you did, give it a like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And I'm still looking for a name for my little kitty. I'm really not sure what to name it. So if you have any suggestions, throw it in the comments, and I will see you next time. Thanks again, and have a good rest of the day.